Summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the shotgun, Ryan.
And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Switch. 21.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Carry now. This is Hill. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Here we go.
Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Here's Ryan going to fire this out wide. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and 9.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. 59 mark. Hey, Sam. Check 59. Mike is 59.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 23 yards on the play. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
45, Mike, 45.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. On the toss, it's Gurley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is... in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
Third and 2. Now Ryan. And that is incomplete.
To the sideline and incomplete. It's 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Now Ryan on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At the Bears.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run. It's Gurley. He's got a first down, and he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Russell Gage, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this carries into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. He's going to fire. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Foles. He's going to go up top again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Operating from the gun. Ryan eluding the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Lucky. He's checking. Crash.
To throw again is Ryan. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
You know, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at it, teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
4-yard line.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
3rd down.
Let's see what you got. 45.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Falcons 14. Bears.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Bears first down.
Foles.
left side by Robinson. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Foles. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Darnell Mooney.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away.
And 6 yards to go.
What are y'all doing?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Play action. It's Ryan. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this 2nd half.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Foles.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Jimmy Graham.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They throw again on second down. This one's complete. He'll take this. To the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Bears first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. To throw is Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Operating from the gun. Ryan. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley, and we all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Bears. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Going to flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
From the gun, Ryan. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And this will be a Bears first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Nice gain there by the second-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year. But what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the 4s, look out. He can control the game with his running.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Foles on the give to Montgomery. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And left side here, it's Graham. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Marlon Davidson
brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now here's a throw that's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Darnell Mooney
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears get a bit closer.
But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
The extra point up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Finding Julio out wide. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check safety.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Falcons send out their punter. as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
Foles and the Bears now with a 1st and 10
at their own 15.
And he'll drop here to throw. That's complete to Mooney.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
1st down Bears.
Here's Foles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson.
And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
What is this? Wow. Who wants my jersey?
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
28, Bears 21. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Ryan's going to throw it. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5.
Right now! That's up, baby!
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 42. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last